Hi there, we're back in Scotland today and I'm here to show you one of the really special trails around here. Some of you might recognise I'm at the top of the Spooky Wood Trail here at Glentress, which is probably one of the most famous of the 7 Stane trail centres up here. The reason this one's so special to me is because this is the first trail I ever rode on a mountain bike, and this is the one that really got me hooked on the whole sport. So I can't wait to show it to you. Let's go! Okay, we're off. Right, a little rock roller to start. Oh, and a bigger drop. We've got a little step down and clear the rocks. And another one. It's a bit of a rough start. There's plenty of beelines round to the side of all of those. And once you get over those first few rocks, you're sailing. Big wide berms. Straight into another tabletop. Woo! You can get some speed up on this. Just pump those berms. You can see why I love this one so much. It's a proper flow trail, although it's a bit loose on the corners. Hopefully Belle Dog is going to stay out of my way today. She is quite an experienced trail dog. She does get a little bit excited sometimes. Oh, corner's a little bit loose today. Lots of berms. A couple more rock drops. And another one. Most of those are actually rollable, unless you're having a bit too much fun. Got a section coming up here called the Magic Carpet. Put my suspension through the test, that's it. A few flat sort of berms to put you through your test here. All the trails here are maintained pretty well, they're pretty hard packed. Really the only issue is that it's a very busy trail centre, so it does get blown out quite a lot throughout the summer. Personally, I tend to ride this a bit more in the winter. I always seem to forget how long this trail goes on for. Now, really get your flow on here if you can get your pumping right. Woo! You can really generate some speed out of this. Oh, the best part about this, we haven't even scratched the surface. Because here, Spooky Wood is just the start of the red descent. It's split up into a number of different stages. I'm going to show you all of them. Oh, get carried away with all the jumps. Apart from this one, which sends you straight to a berm. There are a few sharp pointy rocks to look out for, but most of this is quite predictable, which makes it really nice for learning on. Here we go, just towards the end of the first stage. Do you see why I love this so much? And it got me completely hooked, because the first time I rode this I got here and I was grinning like a Cheshire cat. Okay, so following on from Spooky Wood, this part of the trail is called Super G. Presumably because of the G-force you can get out of some of these berms. I actually find this one a little bit more techy than the last one. Oh, out of the way, Belle. Good girl. Especially it's a little bit slippery today. We've had rain the last couple of days here. The trail starts to open out a bit here. And unlike before where everything was fighting with rocks, this track starts to introduce a few tree roots. It starts to feel a little bit more natural, even though it's still most definitely trail centre. You just let the bike track, let the suspension do its job, have a lot of fun. Now Glentress, I said one of the 7 Staines. This one's in the Scottish borders, not far from Peebles. I'll be home of enduro rider Katie Winton, and when you start riding more of the Tweed Valley you understand why. There's been so many great riders come out here. Woo! So, of course, just down the road we've got Innerleithen, which is the downhill centre. Also the first time I ever did downhill tracks. Now, word of warning, some of these berms are a little bit flat on the exit, so you do have to be a little bit careful of the bike stepping out on you. You can't quite push into them like you might expect. Hey, Belle's taking a sneaky enduro line. She loves to be up front. She's a winning dog. What can I say? Just got berms, tables, more berms, and we're almost done with Super G, which is quite a well, I'm a little bit out of breath and can't string my words together, so what does that say for you? So, onto the 3rd stage of the red trail centre loop here at Glentress. This is Hit Squad Hill. I actually have no idea why it's called this. All I can think of is because some of these routes and corners can take you down, a little bit like being taken out by a sniper. Probably not why it's named that, but that's what I think of. Track's running actually really nice and grippy today after we've had a bit of rain. Really nice little fast straight bit here once you get over those tree roots. Whoop. Plenty of flow to this one. Just kind of keeps you on your toes, right? A little bit steeper and rougher around here. This trail's absolutely brilliant for beginners, and I still come back to it regularly just because it's a lot of fun. Sometimes you just want to cruise after work. Now, trail splits here. You've got a right berm that's red, or you've got this really awkward little black descent there. And then we're back onto cruising on the red. Nice little drop. We're coming into the last corner. Oh, always seems to catch me out a little bit. There are some big trees around here. And that's Hit Squad Hill. So there are a couple of red and black trails on that fire road up to the left. But we're going to drop in and continue down on Pie Run. One day I will show you the other trails, because you know what? I love them even more than I love this one. But for today, fancying a bit of pie. Now, this is where it starts to get a little bit techy, especially for beginners anyway. They've smoothed this out a lot since I started. Either that or I just used to think the routes were a lot bigger because I was scared of everything. Especially when you can see them polished white by so many tyres going over it. But commit to your line, they're really not bad. Although that corner's a little bit tight. We're also coming into a bit of North Shore now. Again, Nothing difficult, but it does get the rider used to being on boardwalks. Again, got one trail round to the right there. Whoops! Oh, that little bit of North Shore there. You can really kind of pick and choose your route to suit you. You know what, it doesn't matter how many times I ride tree routes, I still don't like them. Give me a boulder field any day. Right, the track goes in 3 directions here. The furthest one is easy. The middle one, a bit harder. This one requires a bit of commitment on the drop. So if you hadn't have had enough pie, this track is called Mushroom Pie. What can I say, you're in Scotland, you can't get enough pie. Right, a bit more boardwalk there. We've got 2 lines here. The left is a nice wide boardwalk. The right there, a little bit of a log skinny. This is a really short little run, but it beats going down a fire road any day. There's Belle trying to take shortcuts on me again, waiting like a good girl. Ooh. Another little log skinny. Trying to avoid the trees. And that was Mushroom Pie. So, this is the last stage of the Glentress Red Trail route, which I'm going to show you today. This one's called Magic Mushroom. I don't even want to know why it's called Magic Mushroom, I'm not going to question that. This one gets a little bit boggier because we're coming down the hill now, so they use boardwalks a bit more here. But what a cracking finish to the trails. A little bit of a, what I call a Star Wars moment when you're going through all these trees, they're coming past you that quickly. Well, don't hit this bridge too fast, it's going to really buck you off. At this point, you're so used to tree routes, you don't even care anymore. But we are losing a little bit of gradient on this trail, so I have to keep pedaling. Keep on pedaling, keep on pedaling. Whee! I do like their random little jumps that go to nowhere. Probably not their fastest line, but hey, gets you down the hill. Oh yeah, forgot to mention, they're always doing repairs, so that last bit of boardwalk's closed. Never mind, bit of a shortcut, we'll call that the enduro line. And now my feet are wet, excellent. Last tree route, oh, and there we have it. That is the main red descent at Glentress.